Have you ever wondered why you pull away when people get close? Or why you worry if someone will leave, even when they're right next to you and they're fully committed? Well, the answer might lie in your attachment style. Hi, I'm Jasmine, and welcome to my channel. Here we talk about things all psychology, based on research, psychologists, and theory. Today we're talking about attachment styles. If these kind of videos do interest you, I have plenty more for you to pick from and so many more to upload. So don't forget to like and subscribe. But for now, let's get back to the video. Attachment theory was developed by John Bowlby and later expanded by Mary Ainsworth. It suggests that the way we are cared for as children becomes a blueprint for how we form emotional bonds in adulthood. So Bowlby and Ainsworth discovered 4 types of attachment. 1. Secure. You trust more freely, communicate openly, and feel safe both alone and in a relationship. 2. Anxious. You fear abandonment, seek constant reassurance, and may feel too much or too little. 3. Avoidant. You value independence, struggle with vulnerability, and may suppress emotions. And 4. Disorganised. Crave emotional closeness, but fear it too, often due to trauma or inconsistent caregiving. To test these attachment styles, Ainsworth designed a now famous Strange Situations experiment in the 1970s. In this study, infants were briefly separated from their primary caregiver and then reunited. Researchers both closely observed the infant's reaction to both separation and reunion. Children with secure attachment showed distress when the caregiver left, but were quickly soothed when they returned. Those with anxious attachment became extremely upset and were hard to comfort when the caregiver returned. Avoidant children seemed indifferent to the caregiver's absence and indifferent to their return, while disorganised children displayed inconsistent or fearful behaviours, often showing confusion or even freezing. This study offers strong evidence that early caregiving relationships shape our relational strategies and help define the 4 main attachment styles that we now use to understand adult relationships. These attachment styles are not labels, they're adaptive strategies. Your attachment style isn't who you are, it's what you've learned to survive. So, where does it come from? If your needs were met consistently as a child, you're more likely to have developed a secure attachment style. If your love was conditional, chaotic, and potentially withheld, you may have adapted to become more clingy, overly self-reliant, or even afraid of making connection altogether. Something that's really important to note is this isn't your fault. You did what you had to feel safe, and those patterns that you've developed don't just disappear. You would have carried them from childhood into your adulthood. So, what does it look like in adult relationships? In love, your attachment style can show up in subtle or very loud ways. The anxious partner may overanalyze texts or panic during conflict. The avoidant partner may shut down or need space when things get overly emotional. The disorganised partner may crave connection but fear intimacy. And the secure partner? They tend to communicate clearly, regulate emotions, and offer steady support. Attachment isn't about who you date, it's how you relate. Often, anxious and avoidant partners are drawn together, often mirroring each other's fears. But with awareness, the cycle can often be softened. If I'm being really honest with you, my attachment style has always been quite frequently anxious. As a child, I was extremely anxious, and as an adult, I've been extremely anxious. Naturally, I would bring that energy into a relationship, but luckily for me, my partner is extremely secure. So this has really helped with my natural anxiety to lower it and become a much softer, more relaxed partner. Now, doesn't mean that I'm completely relaxed, but definitely means that my fears and anxieties are definitely more reduced, but it took a lot of work, a lot of communication, and a lot of patience on both sides. So the good news. Attachment styles are not fixed. Let me be living proof of that. They can change with reflection, therapy, and connection. Conscious of your relationship, you can move forward and earn a secure attachment. It does start with recognizing your triggers, getting curious about your responses, and learning to give yourself that safety and security that you didn't receive. Healing is not about becoming secure. It's about learning to relate with compassion. Your attachment style does not define you. It reveals where you've been, but where you go from here is yours to choose. Remember, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to be present. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did like it, there are plenty more for you to watch. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!